tell me you're not saving the last dance for me.
No. It's nothing more depressing than the post-party mess.
Are you volunteering for cleanup crew? Craig, all the cars are packed and ready to go. Mike and Katie have already left, and Rosanna's looking everywhere for you. She wants to get to the airport early.
She does love her schedules.
Well, I'll tell her that you're on your way.
So, now what?
Now, we all go home.
No, I mean after we go home 2 by 2, like biblical giraffes.
Are you okay?
No, I was just thinking that I have Rosanna, you have Jack, even Katie and Mike Kasnoff seem headed somewhere. But what about you and me? What are we going to do without each other?
Bonnie, why don't you go upstairs and get some real sleep for a couple of hours? I'll keep an eye on Sarah.
Mom, what do you think is wrong with her?
Sweetheart, I have no idea.
Maybe I should call a specialist.
Isn't that Troy's responsibility?
Yes, but this could be serious. I mean, she told Dr. Daniels that she's been having these fevers for a while now.
Bonnie, just yesterday, you weren't even returning that girl's phone calls.
I was angry. Yes, but that doesn't mean I stopped caring for her. Mom, can you imagine being sick and not having one person to worry about you?
No, I can't, but that still doesn't...
I am not going to abandon Sarah based on one mistake.
Honey, the fact remains you already abandoned her once.
Yes, but I know now that Sarah is not really a thief. I mean, she just took that stuff because she probably just needed something cool and new. Look, Mom, I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to make all the right choices right now. I'll get it, all right? What are you doing here so early?
I'm here to pick up Sarah.
She's still asleep, Troy.
Will you please ask her to come down?
Look,
Morning.
she needs a lot of rest, Troy. I told you about the fevers.
Bonnie, the police faxed over a copy of your completion of community service form. Sarah's no longer your responsibility. She's coming back to the shelter with me.
Special delivery for Rose D'Angelo.
That's Aunt Rose to you, buddy.
So where do you want them?
There.
Okay.
Oh, somebody must have thought I died.
Or really happy you didn't. Where are they from?
Don't be so nosy. Could you get me another cup of coffee?
Okay.
Wait, should you at the airport? The airport. Airport.
Oh,
My family.
the family. That's right. Oh, I lost track of time.
Don't worry about me. You can wait on me hand and foot when you get back.
Okay. I'll be back soon.
Be careful, please. Be careful. Drive carefully. Who sent flowers? Mitzi. And the girls at the shop. They're beautiful. Yeah, how about that? They keep things up and running even when I'm gone. Yes, it is something. So, how about the truth? Flowers are from Dusty, aren't they?
Don't make the mistake of thinking this is over. Stenbeck has just begun to play games with us.
Really?
Really? I mean, he put that clue out there so we'd find Lily and Roy. But why? What's his payoff?
I don't know, boredom, revenge, his own cable talk show.
Racket. He knows a lot more than he's letting on.
Yeah, well, if he does, he's not talking to us, and there are limits as to how far we can push him.
Why don't you let me talk to him?
Oh, please. Get a real job. Stop playing junior detective.
Margot, come on. This is personal. James wants it to be. And if Rose is Stenbeck's target, then I gotta know that now. I am not backing down until I know what Stenbeck is after.
I'm here. That's what you wanted.
You know, it's absolutely amazing. The lengths a man will go to get his own flesh and blood. just to pay me a visit.
Craig, for what I hope is the very last time, please try to get it through that enormous, charming ego of yours. There is no us.
I don't mean it the way you think I mean it. All of that innuendo is
You're
in the
married to
past.
my sister, for crying out loud.
Which is why the innuendo is in the past. I love the wench.
Well, then what are you rambling about?
I'm talking about life. I'm talking about you and me. You and me have always had a connection. I always wanted what you wanted. You wanted Monte Carlo to turn the fashion world on its ear. I made it happen. But now, all of this domestic bliss, it's unsettling. You know, life could end up in a very predictable box.
Oh, you poor thing. You have a wife who adores you. You live on a fabulous estate where you don't have to look under the cushions on the sofa to pay the mortgage. How do you do it?
This is not self-pity here.
It sure smells like it. We have families, Craig. Incredible families. I would trade in 1,000 Monte Carlos for what I have with Jack. Just sit back, enjoy your life.
Carly, I have a intelligent, successful wife who is also the queen of an industrial empire.
And this is a problem?
Well, she could become bored.
Oh. Oh, Craig. You are many, 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 many things. Boring is not one of them.
Well, I have seen it happen. A vague, festering discontent can destroy a relationship faster than a one-night stand.
Are you serious?
Yes. I don't want to lose the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I don't care what this says. Until Sarah's feeling better, she needs one-on-one attention. She stays here.
You have no authority.
Am I breaking the law here? Come on.
Technically, yes, you are. Please, tell her I'm here.
Troy, I know that I have been all over the place when it comes to Sarah, but I am not backing out of her life. Not now, especially now.
I agreed to all the visits and the day trips because I thought some extra attention might be good for Sarah, but when reality set in, you weren't there for her. That kind of hurt sets a kid back more than you know.
Well, that's exactly what I want to make up to her.
That's not good enough. These kids need consistency.
And I am willing to give that to her.
Bonnie, I know your heart is in the right place, but Sarah can't afford one more disappointment in her life. And as hard as this is to accept, I think you gotta cut your ties and move on.
I can't do that. She is very important to me.
You just nailed it, Bonnie. She's important to you, and this isn't about you. Now, please, tell her I'm here.
Sarah, would you come down here for a minute, please?
Look, I have got a filing cabinet full of theories as to why James Stenbeck does anything and what he's really after, and every single one of them has always been wrong.
Why do you think he helped us find Lily and Rose?
Oh, Dusty, I don't know. He's got control issues.
Yeah, he's already got control, and we've only seen the first chapter. Now, what are we gonna do, sit around till he does something even worse?
I wouldn't poke that tiger if I were you.
Ah, great day. Look who's
James
here.
can't be stopped, but you go right ahead. You try. You'll wind up dead or wish that you were.
which wouldn't trouble me one little bit.
Me neither. Die trying, you know?
Okay, just for the record, James Stenbeck file stays open at all times. This case is ongoing, and it will remain as such. Now, I have so much work to do. Would you two, please, just go home, or at the very least, take this someplace else?
So as long as James isn't attacking you personally, you don't feel a need to put an end to his insanity, huh?
You've won this round. Rose is yours for the taking. So why aren't you off comforting your beloved?
Well, without going into too much detail, it's none of your damn business.
I see. Is it possible that things have soured already? Is it possible that poor dim Rose has realized there's no room for anyone in your heart but you?
You know what? You really gotta learn to keep your mouth shut. I'm not your son.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you don't touch my life, you don't go near Rose, and you don't talk about her. And we don't have this conversation ever again.
They're just flowers. I didn't ask Dusty to send those to me.
I knew it. I knew that Dusty would try to get back into your life.
Do you see me running to the phone to thank him? No, I know. We promised each other I would no more Dusty. I got it. But I gotta say this. I mean, he's come through for us right to the end.
That doesn't make him a hero.
That doesn't make him a bum either.
You know, when I was down in that well, I prayed to God that my children would remember me. And remember all the things that I taught them in that short amount of time that I had with them. I prayed to God to stop their loneliness and dry their tears.
No, I don't. I pictured Faith reaching out for me and Luke trying not to cry. I pictured Natalie on her first day of school without me there to hold her hand. I will never forgive Dusty Donovan for causing that kind of pain in my children. Ever.
But your prayers were answered. So were mine. You're a grown woman. You can see whomever you want to see. But I can stop that kind of evil that's going to be near my family.
So he's evil now?
Yes, to me. You know, if I had one wish left, I would wish that Paul was alive. And you two could be back together again. And Dusty Donovan could get out of Oakdale for good. What? I don't know how to say this. I mean, I don't... Ever since it happened, I'm afraid to even think about it. Go on, just say it. You're gonna think that I left my brain at the bottom of that well. But I just keep thinking about being in that room with the noose around my neck. Rose, you're obviously upset. Just say it. What is it? I saw Paul. He was there. And God help me, I think he's the reason I'm alive today.
How did you even know that I was alive?
I know things.
Answer my question.
Another classic Stenbeck death. No body found.
It was a witness to my plane crash.
One buys witnesses, Paul.
So you used Rose as bait to get me to come out of hiding? Why didn't you just send one of your goons to come get me?
I thought that the press coverage, newspapers, television would suffice, but you waited me out. And then I began to reminisce about when you were 3, 4 years old, how much you loved rhymes. Little Tommy Stout was your very favorite. I knew you'd rescue her. I knew you couldn't resist a damsel in distress. Even a Hoboken damsel.
So you hurt Rose and Lily just so you could have a conversation with me?
I suppose when you put it that way, I could have sent a great invitation, but to whom? To whom, Paul? To the late Paul Ryan? Not appropriate.
Why would you do something like that?
Because I forgot your birthday this year. But what better gift? A belated gift of a genuine, no-holds-barred James Stenbeck production. Ready to enjoy.
Mom, Sarah isn't ready to leave yet.
We'll take good care of her back at the shelter. How you feeling?
I had a bad fever that could come back any time. We can take very good care of her here, Troy.
Sarah, why don't you come with me in the kitchen and we can wrap up a couple of those muffins. You can take them with you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, it's not.
This won't take long.
Look, why don't you go do that, and I will take care of everything, I promise.
Come on.
Bonnie, you're in no position to make any decisions
She's
about
sick,
Sarah.
Troy. And they told me at Memorial that this could actually be serious.
I'll make sure she gets to a doctor.
She needs a specialist.
Then I'll put in a request.
And how long would that take? Days? Weeks? Months? I can help her now, today. I mean, how would you feel if something terrible happened while you were waiting for some damn paperwork to be cleared?
Rose, I can understand why you thought you saw Paul. You were exhausted physically and emotionally.
How did that noose get off of my neck? I can't explain it. Like, 1 second I'm falling, the next second I'm on the ground, safe. The noose, it did not break. How did I get out of that place alive?
Some things just can't be explained, Rose.
He carried me down. Next thing I know, he was gone. You know, my mom always said people that you love, they never leave you in their heart. Maybe it's Paul's job now to be my guardian angel. I mean, wouldn't that be something else? Here I am, on Earth. I break his heart. And now he's taking care of me when he's dead.
That's as good of an explanation as any.
But there's one thing that doesn't make any sense to me.
Just one?
The way I hurt Paul. You'd think he'd want to wring my neck, not save it.
Paul loved you. And as angry as he might have been with you, I know that he would never, never do anything to hurt you.
Bobby, we're home.
Oh, I missed you so much. I mean, look at you. I just want to hold on to you. Oh, look at you. You're so sweet. Gosh.
You hold her?
Yes, of course. Always. Come here, little angel. Oh, but that... Oh, I missed you so much.
We missed you, too.
Hey, what am I, chopped liver? Come on, get over here, you two. I'm going to squeeze you until you pop. Oh, look at you. Oh, gosh, I missed you. I can't believe it. We're all here safe at home.
That's right. That's the way we're going to stay.
Who's hungry? Me? You? How about we order pizza?
Pizza? Pizza for breakfast?
Sure, why not? Yeah, why not? Everything. It works.
Snyder's.
Hey, is Rose there?
Who's calling?
Dusty Donovan.
Just a sec. Hey. It's that Dusty guy.
Tell him I'm at the shower. I'm not here.
Which one?
Tell him anything.
She can't come to the phone right now, because, she's not here.
Okay, just tell her I called.
Rose not taking your calls? Maybe now you'll have a taste of what Paul felt when she broke his heart.
You gift. I don't want anything to do with you ever again.
Such ingratitude. You know, you get that from your mother's side.
Oh, but did you really think that I was gonna thank you?
One can hope. So, Paul, tell me, how long do you plan to stay dead?
I don't know. I don't have a plan. I kind of got hurt when my plane crashed. And it wasn't until later that I figured out that everybody thought that I was dead.
So, enter your fisherman.
Yeah. I paid him 10 grand to not tell anybody that he found me.
Bargain for silence.
Paul Ryan is dead. Let's just leave it at that.
It's out of my power. People will talk.
You dragged me from my grave into a world that I don't want anything to do with. And I will never forgive you for that.
Leaving so soon? Paul, what about your gift? Fine, fine. Tell you what, you just crawl back into your makeshift grave. It must be true what the bard said. A coward dies 1,000 deaths.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
I'm giving you a chance to reclaim your manhood. A chance to make those that hurt you pay.
About us? She changed her mind about us, too?
What's going on? Get your hands off my wife.
Hot Enough for You. Guiding Light on CBS.
You're such a smart man. You can be such a dope.
You're just trying to make me feel better.
Do you really think that Rosanna is in this for your portfolio?
It's not about the money. It's who I am in her eyes.
You are the man that she adores.
At the moment.
All that woman wants is somebody to love her.
I do.
And even more than that,
I do.
she has waited her whole life for a real family. You are giving her a bigger fortune than she ever could have dreamed of.
So you predict a happy ending?
If you don't screw it up.
Don't you miss our adventures just a little bit?
Miss having my life twisted into a pretzel? I don't think so. I've been chasing unicorns my whole life, Craig, and you know what it's gotten me? A poke in the eye and a kick in the teeth. It wasn't until I stopped running that I finally got what I wanted. It's the same for you. So don't try to analyze it. Don't try to figure it out. Just embrace it and get down on your knees and thank God for every second of it.
That's your plan?
Yeah. And it's a darn good one, too.
There's one ironic twist to the pretzel I bet you didn't count on. You and I end up as family.
Oh, good grief. Oh, you're right. We're family.
Well, yes, you say it like it's a disease. It's not a disease. We could end up being closer friends than ever.
I have called you a lot of things over the past few years, Craig. But from now on, one thing I will never call you is friend.
I would much rather you think that I'm a coward than actually be somebody that you would respect.
How did it feel the first time, Paul?
How did what feel?
How did it feel when you realized that Rose was no longer yours? How did it feel when you realized that your mother had pulled the strings and that Donovan was her dancing little marionette?
I don't care about that.
No, you don't care about it. You just threw a temper tantrum and walked away, then staying and facing it like a man.
You can't make somebody care about you.
You can make them pay for what they did to you.
Oh, is that what you did for me, Dad? Did you make everybody pay?
Don't you realize what I'm doing for you here? Bringing you back to life? I'm giving you a chance to reclaim your manhood. A chance to make those that hurt you pay.
No one in this world has hurt me as much as you. But all that ends right now. There's a new order. The past is dead. The Paul Ryan that you think you know is dead, and no one, not you or Mother or Rose D'Angelo, is ever gonna use me again.
Sweetheart, you must have been terrified.
I was scared for Faith.
Hey, well, you got nothing to be scared of anymore. You see, the whole family's here right now. All right? Hey, you know what? I don't think Faith and Natalie have seen how big the puppy's gotten. Let's go take him to the kitchen and show him, huh?
I think that's a good idea. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
That's probably the pizza guy. I'll meet you in the kitchen. Oh, that was quick.
Why didn't you pick up the phone?
What are you doing here?
What's the deal? You playing games with me?
Thanks, Bonnie. Bye.
How could you do that?
Do what?
Assist him in taking her.
Bonnie, if you really want to help Sarah, then you need to decide what you want to be in her life.
What does that mean?
Are you her big sister? Are you her friend?
Why exactly do I have to label this,
because
Mom?
Kids in these situations, they need labels. Okay, they become proud of being someone's sister or someone's friend. They have expectations, Bonnie, and they develop attachments. And unfortunately, more often than not, they realize how quickly those attachments can be broken.
Well, I'm not going to let her down. Now, from now on, Sarah is my #1 priority.
Oh, really? Your #1 priority?
Yes.
100%, no holds barred?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bonnie, if there's one thing I know for sure, you are not ready to be that child's mother. So just stop trying.
If you want to be my friend, you're going to have to work for it.
Oh, I wasn't working for it when I rescued you in Hong Kong?
Wasn't that the deal that cost me $1 million?
Hey, who got you out of the spa? It was I who put Jack on track and pulled you back. Huh?
All right, Craig. I will cancel our debt if you promise to be a perfect gentleman from now on. And if you promise never to try to goad me or Jack into any more of your stupid schemes. And speaking of Jack, no more insulting remarks at my husband's expense, okay? And we'll just see what happens.
All right, fine. Fine. But I will predict we will be closer than ever.
You also predicted that we'd be on the cover of Vogue by now.
Yes, well, and we would have, if not for a few missteps.
Missteps with your signature all over them.
Well, yes, they were. Hey, I have one more thing to say.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
Yes, I do. I respect you. More than you know. And I will do everything I can to ensure that our rebudding friendship endures through good times and bad.
I'd like that. I'd like that very much.
What's going on? Get your hands off my wife.
I never said I was trying to be Sarah's mother.
Really? Because you're certainly acting like it. I mean, you're trying to make decisions for her, being responsible for her. Sweetheart, you're a good person, and I know you want to reach out. But parenthood, I mean, that's a lifelong commitment.
I never said I was ready to be anybody's parent, Mom, especially not one who has issues like Sarah. But that doesn't mean I'm ready to drop her back into the system
Honey,
again
she
either.
is in the system.
But can't we find some sort of middle ground here? Like me first trying to help her get healthy?
All right, I will, I'll call Ben, and I'll see if he has a suggestion for a specialist.
I can do that, Mom.
I'm not trying to take over, sweetheart. I'm just making a suggestion, okay? Now, I do have experience working with the system. Maybe I can just smooth things along here.
Okay. Sounds good. Maybe this can be a family thing.
Let's just take it a step at a time, okay?
You know, it'll still be tough going through all the layers of paperwork, even if you do pull strings.
Yeah, sweetheart, but that's the way the system works. You know, there are no other options.
Yes, there is. I know a way we could short-circuit ourselves through all the red tape. Mom, we could become Sarah's foster home. I shouldn't have had Aaron lie like that. I was going to call you.
When?
You gotta go.
No, not till I tell you that, I'm sorry.
I know you're sorry.
I mean, if anything ever happened to you, I'd
Oh,
never be
please,
able to
you
forgive myself.
don't look at me like that with those eyes. Not right now, please.
I want to be with you.
We can't. Lily, it's like crazy
She's
right
putting
now.
this whole thing at my feet, and that's okay. You know, she ain't holding out a right to come down on me the way they did at the police station last night. But I'm telling you right now, they are not going to keep unloading their miseries on me. I am not giving up on us. And I know I got a lot to prove to you, and I'm going to do that.
Just don't try to prove it all in one day. Okay?
Okay.
Lily. She needs me, and she needs her family.
I need you, too. Yeah. I need to show you what you mean to me, you know?
Kids are starving, I hope.
What's going on? What is he doing here?
I'm sorry that took so long, but the DA hasn't even reviewed the case yet, and ultimately it's up to Evelyn whether she brings new charges against Stenbeck.
Is there even a question with that?
Oh, look, he's not getting out of jail in this lifetime, so Barbara, please go home.
I have a motel room, not a home.
All right, listen, I'm sorry. I'm up to my eyeballs in reports. There's one more thing. What is it?
The reward money for information leading to the rescue of Lillian Rose, that $10 million is rightfully mine.
Well, yes, I suppose it is. You did talk to James, and you did unravel his clues for us.
I'm not going to take the money. For all I know, James wants me to take it, and then I'll be part of a bigger agenda.
Yeah, well, anything's possible with Stenbeck.
Yes, it is. So you tell Lucinda she can hold on to her money. After all, won't give me my son back.
Paul, don't live in the world of the obvious. That's for the Dustin Donovans. People without wit or cunning. You're above that. Now, with your death scene, you've laid a good foundation.
A foundation for what?
Oakdale has mourned you. You stayed away, silently. And then let their guilt just eat them up from the inside. Okay? Now, it's time to raise the stakes. Okay? So Rose saw you when you rescued her.
Briefly. It's like I said, I think she was in shock.
Good. Now, go and teach her what the word shock means. You go home, Paul. You go home, and you make each and every one of them pay for what they did to you.
That woman cannot be trusted. She seduced you, didn't she?
Looks like you lost control.
Nikki, Nick, Sharon.
Some of us see you for the conniving little tramp that you are.
That's enough.
Hot enough for you, the young and the restless.
Bonnie, becoming a foster parent, that's a serious step.
That we could do together.
Sweetheart, I am not prepared to have a teenager in the house.
Well, that's just it, Mom. You really wouldn't have to do much. Just back me up.
Sweetie, Ben and I, we're still trying to find our way back to each other. I mean, you know, things aren't really settled around here. It wouldn't be fair to Sarah.
Well, neither is putting her back in the shelter when she's still sick. Mom, you wouldn't have to do anything. I would handle it all. All you have to do is sign the papers.
Okay, Bonnie, you know what? You're getting in over your head again. You know, you're not looking at the big picture. Now, if you really want to help Sarah, you need to take a breath, step back, and leave her alone.
Well, I can't do that. Mom. You know what? That's okay. I will find her her own doctors, and I will find a way to work with the system until I prove to you and everyone else just how wrong you are.
Jack, don't get the wrong idea. Again.
I got you, Craig. I got you. I got you good.
What is this, a little Jack humor?
I thought it was funny, honey.
Yeah, you're killing me. He'll keep you in stitches.
Oh, seriously, Craig, thanks for coming. I almost was glad that you were here for this wedding.
No.
Jack, you almost sound like you mean that.
Safe trip home. You know, Rosanna's in the car.
Checking her watch.
Every few seconds, yes.
Yes, all right. Well, I'll see you back in Oakdale. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Snyder.
Thanks for not misunderstanding.
Oh.
The hug and everything.
Craig, I am so past that.
I think we all are. Tell me it's always going to be this great.
Oh, it's always going to be this great. So what do you say we pack up the kids and we head home?
Dusty was just checking on us. Seeing how we're doing, right? You're gonna go back to the Lakeview now? Good. We'll see you inside then. I will be right there.
Lily calls the shots in your life now?
No. That's not like that.
That's what it looks like.
No, I'm she's circling her wagons, all right? She's got a family in there. She's having a reunion. She doesn't need the guy who masterminds this whole kidnapping around.
Oh, that's how you see me?
No, I don't. But I can understand how she feels and what she sees.
What about us? She changed her mind about us, too?
No. Believe me, I want you to be touching me and near me, but we can't. Please, we need to cool things off just for a little while.
I'm not a patient guy, you know. I don't like to waste time. I didn't risk everything to lose you. Not now. How long do I have to wait?
The other one is obvious. Predictable. Revenge and torture and suffering. You know, you are nothing but a caricature of yourself.
Master.
I don't know if I'm going back to Oakdale, but if I am, I'm going back on my terms. Not yours. You stay out of my life.
Tell me, how can you do nothing? Nothing. While Donovan beds the woman that promised to be your wife. Your wife. Where's your pride, Paul? Now you tell me, what kind of man hides and does nothing, doesn't take any kind of action against his enemies?
I am my own kind of man now. Not a Stenbeck anymore, and I am nothing like you. If you don't understand anything that I tell you today, you understand this. You want me to go after my enemies? You're at the top of the list. If I ever get the chance, Dad, I'm gonna kill you.
Attaboy.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Emily, you're not afraid of me, are you?
Tell me about Paul. My big brother is dead, and I need to know what happened. I need to know everything.